Hello friends, this is Kara Renee with Be Reborn Art and Healing. Today we're doing part 3 of our ephemera for the Summer Memories Journal, which is this beauty. And again, this will be offered as a giveaway. So on any of the videos that you watch, if you would go ahead and leave a comment, either on the YouTube video comments or over on my blog, then you will be one of the people in the drawing for the journal. So this is the journal anyway, so you can check. There is a playlist for the Summer Memories Journal that you can reference if you want to catch up on any of the videos. So today we're going to be making 3 different things. Some of them I've made before, others I have not. So we're going to do an accordion bookmark that's going to measure, let me get this out from under here. It's going to measure 5 by 2.5 because the journal is, I believe, should have noted this, but I forgot. So it is 5.5 by 4. So 5.5 by 4. So the we're going to make a book, an accordion bookmark. We're going to make a pocket tag. So it's a tag that's also a pocket, and we're going to do 2 of them, and then we're going to decorate them. So I've got all my little bits there for that one as well. This helps me to stay organized. So I've got some Velcro dots for this last project. So this one is a little, it's like the only thing I can think of is it's like a coupon holder. So it's kind of got these little folds that fold up. I just don't know what else to call it. I saw this over on Camellia Crafts, Julie over at Camellia Crafts. She did it with a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I did it with a digital, so an A4 size piece of paper. And what I did is you fold it in half the long way, and then I could cut 2 inches off the top in order for it to fit in this journal, because it's going to fit in the journal like this. So I don't know, it's probably just going to be clipped in. I'm not sure. It might be glued in. It will probably be glued in. And then maybe a pocket here wherever I end up putting it. But this is the prototype. So as you can see, it's got this one flap. It's got a little tuck spot for a journal card. And I put a little book in there as well, just a little writing space. From the kit, this is most of what I'm using today is shrunken down size of the original kit. So I print it so it prints 2 per page, and I get a smaller version. And then on this one, we've got just a little journal card in here. So on the next one, I believe I will probably put Velcro on these sides rather than the middle, because it's not really staying down very well, and I'm not super happy with that. So we'll be playing around with changing that up. And so these are all the bits that we'll be using for this. So I thought I had changed this to a lighter weight paper. Maybe I had changed my mind. I thought I had printed. You know what, guys? I'm going to pause for a second because I don't want this on this thick paper. So I apologize. Give me just 1 second. Okay, thank you for your patience because I went to figure that out. I'm debating about this piece though, because this is it's a directional kind of project, but what I noticed about this is that everything's going in different directions. So this little window pane thing is going up and down, this one's going sideways, this is going sideways. So I am not going to worry about it. I backed it with this one of the backing papers, which would be fine as the outside, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with this. So the first thing that we're going to do, and again, this is an A4 size, so it is what, about 10 and a half. It's 10 and a half. Well, the way it prints out on my printer, I guess, is probably a better thing to say. 10 and a half by 8 and a quarter, it looks like. So again, you have to adjust the size based on your journal that you're going to use it in. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. Super important to get this all lined up and to crease it really, really well. So I'm going to go ahead and just give that a crease. And I'm going to use my bone folder. so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom and you're going to, let's decide what we want to have be the bottom. I guess because it's directional, I could go, I've always made them so that there's a pocket opening on this side, but it could be on this side. I'm just going to look and see which of this, I like that better. So I'm going to go with the opening over here. I think that's going to mess me up though. I think we're good. We're just going to go with this. Oh, I like that. So, oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, it has to go this way. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this up. Oh, we got to take our 2 inches off. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered that. The first one that I made, I thought it would be small enough without taking the 2 inches off, but it is not. So we're going to go ahead and chop 2 inches off to make it fit for this journal. And again, that's something that you would evaluate based on whatever journal that you're going to put it in. So it's now cut off at the top. So now we're going to, I keep doing that. I want it to go this way. So we're going to fold this up to about, doesn't really matter how far up you go. This is this is about 3/4 of an inch. That's about as high as I want to go. So I'm going to go ahead and try to stay in frame. Would be golden. Give that a crease. I'm going to go ahead and use the bone folder again. Super important to get this kind of as tight as you can get it. So I've got that, and then we're going to fold this one down, and I'm going to go down about, I'm going to leave about 1/2 of an inch at the bottom. So I hope you guys can see that okay. It doesn't have to be perfect in any way. So now we've got our little fold there. So before we go further, well, and then I'll just show you all the folding, and then we'll go back and I'll show you how we can, we're gonna cut this panel off because it's gonna help it to fold better and line up. I'm gonna move my camera just a little bit closer here. There we go. So we'll come back to that. So we'll just go, and then we're going to fold this one down the same. So we're going to fold it about to the same distance from this line to this fold. On this one, you do not want to do a hard crease because, as you can see, we've got this overhang. We've got this bit here. And so we're going to glue that down, glue these pieces together so that it doesn't do that in the end product. So that is that. So let's just start with that piece. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Doing this on camera for you guys is tricky. So let's back up. So the first thing that we want to do is I'm going to mark this piece here so that when I turn this over, I know which one I'm marking. And then you're going to open it up, and then we're going to put a thumb notch there on that one. It's kind of hard to see that on the white. But on this, you're going to come about, I'm going to turn this just so I have my line here. So you want to cut into this panel. So this is our fold line here. But in order to create a pocket, we're going to go to here. So, and you can just use your scissors to go ahead and cut that line. And how far over you go is completely up to you. It's whatever you like, but this is what I found to be the most pleasing to me in the final product. So I'm just going to cut that like so, and then I'm going to cut this whole piece off. The lighting is not great right now in here, so let me see if I can see it better on this side. Actually, let me ink it really quick so that I can see that. Having trouble. The sun is going down. It's getting dark. Well, it is dark. So I'm having trouble seeing here. There we go. So let's just cut that. Like so. And then we're going to turn this back over. It goes like this. So now what you should have is this little bit is your pocket in under here. So I love that window there, though. That turned out really, really well. So, but before we do any gluing, we have to deal with this up here. And again, that's just because of the paper will shift because we're folding pages together, and it moves it. So we're going to open this up, and I feel like I'm talking in a foreign language here. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this whole panel to the other piece. So I'm just going to get some art glitter glue over this whole bit. Am I on the fold? Yeah, pretty much. And this really makes a difference. And the reason why I stopped the camera and printed on a lighter weight paper is not because I don't mind the thicker weight. In a regular size journal, it's fine, but in this tiny journal, I needed that paper to be not so thick. So that's why I decided to do that. I don't even know why I had that set up as a supply, because I had already been playing with this and determined that I needed it to be the lighter weight paper. So now before we really press that, we're just going to make sure it's nice and lined up there on that edge. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good press, and then we'll be able to do our hard crease here in a second. So there we go. It's tricky. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and ink everything here. Did I do my hole? Oh shoot, I didn't make my little hole. I need to make a hole right here, or thumb notch. Oh my goodness, it's late, guys, and this is like my third video today, trying to catch up. Got a little bit behind, so you might have to watch this a couple times so you can even track what I'm doing here. So again, this is our flap. So we want our thumb notch to be over here, but not on this side, on the back side. So we're going to turn this over, and I'm going to get as much landscape here as I can to get that punch in here. So just going to do this, and I'm not going to worry too much about it being precise. And there we go. So now we've got our thumb notch, and now we're going to ink everything, and then we'll continue with putting this together. So I will speed this part up for you. Okay, so now we're going to give this other thing a good crease because it has not been recreased since we glued it. I wanted to give that a second to dry. So I need my little folder here. Give that a good crease. There we go. Okay, so now we can ink that edge. My sponge is coming apart. Okay, so now we're back to assembly. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and glue the edge here just to make this little pocket. So I'm going to do that really quick by just running a bead of glue. I'm sorry you guys are having trouble seeing it, but that's all I can do. There we go. Give that a press. I'll grab a paper towel here. I don't like all these crumbs on my desk. There we go. So that is that. So we've got our little tuck spot there. And now we are going to glue these sides here. So I'm going to put the glue on this, trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. That seemed to be good. So we're going to just put the glue here. I'm going to crease these because I'm having trouble seeing that line as well. Even though that won't really show, it'll at least be visible. There we go. So I'm going to put glue here. And here. Create our pocket. Give that a good press. Like so. And we are going to Velcro these shut when we get to that point. And then, and there we go. So we've got, this will be Velcroed down to keep it stable here. And then we've got a little pocket here. So when it goes in the, oh goodness. Oh, this is not going to work. That, I guess it could go in the bottom. I guess it's going to have to, because in the journal, let's just find a page. It can't go this way because it's too wide, but it could go this way, but it would mean that whatever you put in here, unless you put it this way, which I guess is possible. Yeah, oh, it's upside down. The house is. Well, some things are going to be upside down no matter what, just because of the paper. So I'm going to put it in like this so that I can take advantage of that little tuck spot, which is one of the beautiful things about this design. And again, I got this idea off of Camellia Crafts, Julie. So there we go. There's that. I feel like this still needs to be really burnished because it's just not laying down right. So I'm just going to keep pressing that until I get it a little bit flatter. A little bit better. Okay. So what we have here now is all these little bits. So what I wanted to do was to create, I took a little, one of the envelopes from the kit, and this is in miniature, so it's small, and we're going to put this in this pocket. Was the goal here. Uh-oh. Yep, it'll fit. So it's going to go in there. And what I like to do with these envelopes is I don't want to glue it together. So I'm just going to ink it and leave it, and I'm just going to put a Velcro, I think I might put a Velcro dot on it. I might not. I probably won't do anything with it. I'll just let it be a fold. But let me go ahead and ink this really quick. I was happy that this is just the right size to fit in, and that's only because I printed these two to a page, so they are smaller. So let's just get these edges. This side, I like a lot of inking. So there we go. So it's going to fold like this and like that. And then whoever the recipient is can journal in that. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick it in the pocket right there. Beautiful. Love that. Oh, I love that. And then here we've got a little bit of a space for a little, I think this little booklet was going to be able to fit in there, was it? No, it's just slightly, I don't know what I was thinking that was going to go. Maybe this will go in the back though. Will that go in here? Oh, it will. Let's see if we want to just put this back here, a little booklet and a little journaling card. I think so. So we're going to go ahead and ink this as well. There we go. So we've got a nice little journaling spot that can stick in here. And so we're going to go ahead and stick that in there. It's really meant for a tag, but my only concern is knowing it's in there. So that's kind of, maybe I'll just put this in here. I think I'll just put that in there. There's room, and we'll do a tag here. It needs to be longer. Hang on. Maybe we'll use this heavier stock and just make a quick tag. So it needs to be kind of getting off the beaten path here. Sticker in the back pocket. It's already got a beautiful writing space on the back. Keeping the embellishing on these projects a little bit simpler, just for time's sake. So this is going to slide in back here. Beautiful. And then when it's in the journal, it's going to kind of stick up like that, which is going to be super cute. So let's just get these last little bits in here. So I have this, I think this was a little bit big, so I'm going to trim it off. But I love this little girl, this little gardening girl. So cute. And I'm going to round the corners on this. Ink that up. Also ink my tags. There we go. So we're going to stick this little girl in here. Oh, is she still too tall? She's just slightly too tall still. Goodness gracious. Let me just cut a little bit more off. fix my rounding. It's okay. It's all good. There we go. We're going to stick that in there, and then we're going to stick our little tags. I think they should fit. Do they fit? Nope, they're a little bit tall too. So let's just nip them off. It's okay. I didn't use the tags in the last one I did, so that's why I didn't measure them. But it's easily fixed. And these have beautiful writing spaces. Later off camera, I'll poke the hole, I'll cut the holes and all that, but for now I'm just going to get them in here. And then we're going to shut this. And so, as I mentioned before, I want to do Velcro, but I'm going to put one on each corner over here because it just wasn't holding on my prototype the way that I would have liked. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of them. So I'm going to go. So that one seems to be better. So I think I'm okay with that. So the only thing I was going to do on the front of this really is to put this little kind of daisy lace or ribbon or whatever you want to call it, just because I see a little bit of yellow and I thought it would be fun to accentuate that. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue. So I just thought it was pretty just with that little bit of lace or ribbon, and I'm just going to put this word plant as my sentiment, and then we're going to move on to the next project, which will probably hopefully move faster. I'm just going to put plant up here at the top. I'm just going to use my art glitter glue because I'm just gluing paper to paper, like so. Just going to center it on those by those 2 flowers there, and that is it. There is our little, I don't even know what to call it. The only thing I can think of when I look at it is like it's a coupon holder, but it's really not a coupon holder. So now we're going to go ahead and do the little accordion bookmark. So that's what we have here. Everything is already pre-cut, so it should go pretty fast. It is measuring 5 inches tall by 2.5 inches wide. And then these are just some bits that I got out here to embellish with. So the first thing I'm going to start with, and then I'll talk about how we make these, but I'm going to go ahead and ink my edges. Oh, these crumbs are driving me crazy. I'm going to change the sponge really quick because that's making me nutso. I don't have far to go. There we go. Okay, so again, pre-cut to the size of the journal. The coffee dyed paper is also been pre-cut to be just under 5 inches and just a little bit narrower in width for each of the folds. So what we're going to do is I've already marked it here and here and here. And again, I'm not going to concern you with measurements because it's going to be dependent on the journal that you're making it for and the size of the actual bookmark. So for my bookmark, this is the right size. These are the measurements, or these are the dimensions. So you're going to just fold, make your first fold like that, and we're going to do it in accordion style. So I'm going to get my bone folder here, give that a good crease. This is coffee dyed paper on 60-pound paper. I've made a lot of these accordion bookmarks, and I like the heavier weight paper for that inside writing space. So, and now we're going to fold this over, and we're just going to have this edge meet up with that edge, if that makes any sense. Goodness gracious. And give that a good crease. I'm going to go ahead and fold that back so I can get to this. Like so. And then this one's going to go back the other way again. It's not quite, I'm off in my measurements again, but it's okay. We'll just fudge this a little bit so that it's about right. I don't know how that happened. It happened on my last one too. So I'm not a big measurer. I kind of just mark and I spy and all that. So that could be my downfall. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this really quick and then we'll move on. Okay, so that is all inked up. So then the next step. So on my last ones, I actually put put my paper and wrapped it around a piece of like cardboard, thin cardboard, but I'm going to try to do it with just this thicker weight copy paper. If it doesn't work, then I'll do it different next time, but I want to go ahead and give it a try. So what you're going to do, this is my front, because I like that little grandma's garden. So that's my front. So I'm going to turn this over, and then this is going to be glued. Let me do it the other way, because I think this measurement was correct here on the front. So we're going to glue this first, first flap of the accordion fold onto the back of the front of the bookmark. So I'm going to just put glue on here. You want to get it pretty close to the edge, if you can. Have I said I love this bottle? I'm telling you guys, my hands were hurting so bad using that art glitter glue bottle. Oh my gosh. But I have to figure out how to get the glue in this little bottle, because it was a pain in the neck. I think G. Kerr has a little video on it, but I haven't watched it. I just kind of saw it in passing. So we're going to go ahead and turn this over and line it up. And you just want to kind of keep in mind what was your space around the amount of space around the edge. Like, how much smaller did you make this than the actual bookmark front? So that's fine. It's beautiful paper, so it's not really going to matter. And this is actually going to be fine without it being a bulky, heavy cardboard kind of thing. So this is all the writing space. So we're going to do the same here. We're going to put glue on this side and glue it to the back. Super fast, super easy. I love any projects that will give me a lot of journaling space, because in my opinion, that's why we do this, right? We do this so that we have beautiful spaces that are cute and secret and hidden to write our thoughts in. While I'm doing this, I am going to talk to you a minute about what I'm planning on doing. I want to create a gratitude journal, but I want to do it in a 3-ring binder. And so I'm super excited about that. Not ready to do it, but I want it to be kind of an autumn themed decor. So I'll probably use my Porch Prints, what is it, Almost Autumn? Can't remember the name of it, but I bought the kit. And because fall is my hardest season of the year, and so I think having gratitude around that kind of decor would be really healing for me. So we've got something off here because our front and back are not lining up. So let me see if I can fudge this a little bit and get it to line up a little bit better. That is better. So there you go. So there's the front, there's the back. Open it up and you've got all this writing space. So a person could put this in. I'm going to actually make some of these to put in the books that I'm reading, because I love to take notes while I'm reading books, especially if they're kind of along the lines of self-help and things like that. So there, we've got that. We're not going to do much with this because it's just so beautiful the way it is, but I do have these little vines that I thought would be fun to put on here. So I think I already cut them to size, if I remember right. Yes, so I thought I'd put one here. It's going to be tricky though. It's a thin space, but we're going to do it. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue up the center first, and then we'll go from there. But this bottle does it beautifully. I mean, the big bottle did too, with the little nib on the top front, but it was so hard to squeeze. Maybe I'm just getting weak in my old age. I don't know. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and get this beauty down, hopefully easily. It's hard to get a hold of it. There we go. There we go. Oh, I love that. It looks like a Jack and the Beanstalk thing. Very cool. Just going to give that a press. I love that. Turn it over, and I have one for the front, but I was really debating on whether I wanted it or not, because it takes away from the the Mama's Garden thing up here. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit of a collage bit down here. As you know, I usually do. So I just took a piece of scrap from my stash, and I'm just tearing it, make it rough, a little bit rougher. You've seen me do this before, so you can get a hold of it. Boy, that's a fail. Goodness gracious. Can hardly tell they're little shears. It's okay. Stuff is going to be covered up. And I've got a little bit of a book page. As I've mentioned before, those are kind of the elements I like to have. A piece of printed cardstock or printed paper, some coffee dyed paper, some text or music pages, and a little bit of textile like lace or something. So this one's too big, so we're going to tear this one down a little bit. Okay. There we go, and I've got a little piece of lace here. I guess I could also use this. This would be kind of cool on there. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. I'm going to cut this baby right off at that edge. And put the coffee dyed paper down first. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue because it's just paper to paper. Get that there. I'm going to put this, let's see what layer we want this to be on. I think I'll do this next. Might not use the lace I pulled out since I'm using that little vine ribbon. So can't hardly tell these are shears. That's so funny. We are going to have to put something else here though, because I think this needs to be different. See if I can pull this up without damaging anything. Yeah, I think this needs to go first, because you don't want to put a quote on top of words, on top of script without anything separating them, in my opinion. But that's, again, just my opinion. I could be mistaken, or you may think differently. No right or wrong, right? Okay, let's get this back down there. That worked out okay. Now our Yep, like that, and then we'll put our little ribbon, and then I'll put the little word on top of that. Oh, I love that. It's kind of cute. Not what I planned. Let's see, I didn't realize I was using art glitter glue to attach a fabric-y kind of thing, but it should be all right. It's not heavy or anything. Okay, so if we can get a hold of her. Just gonna go, I wonder if we should put it up the side of the ladder like that. What do you think? No. I should have thought that through. So I'm just gonna put her down here like I planned. Oh my gosh, I can't get a hold of it. Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. I love it. And then I got this one just from my quotes because I've used almost all of the words at least once in the kit, and so I thought I would just grab something different. So I've got the word sweet here. I'm going to go ahead and ink that up and just put her on top of that beautiful vine. And then we'll be on our last project. Oh, I love that. Woo! Yay! I don't need my lace then. That worked out really well. Okay, the other project will go really fast because everything's pre-cut. I'm just going to show you what my thought process is with it, and I may have to put it in the journal because that's how it's assembled, is in the journal. So So there we go. There is our accordion bookmark, decorated on the front and a little bit on the back. Gorgeous. So that's that. And here is our pocket tags, is what I'm calling them. Got a little bit of some words and some lace bits and some more ribbon. That's a pink, pink leaves. So what we're going to do here is actually, I'm not going to put it in the journal. And the reason why I'm not going to put it in yet, I do to demonstrate, because I don't like to take pictures of things when they're in my journal, and at least not until the journal is done. But I think in this case, we're going to have to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment and ink all these pieces. I've got, this is the tag. This is the tag pockets. These are the tag pockets. These are the tags. And then these are some journaling cards that can fit inside with the tags inside the tag pocket. I'm just going to round. Okay, so those are all inked up. So let me go ahead and grab my journal just so you guys can see what I'm thinking here. Whoops, stuff falling out. There we go. Okay, so this is where I had it open to, because this is where I was measuring from. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on this page. So the way that's going to work, oh, I love that these go together. So I'm liking that. So this is going to go here, kind of in the corner, and it's just going to be glued, I think here, here, and here. I've never done this before, so we're going to see how it's going to work. So I'm going to glue the bottom. Oops. Some glue on there. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about the bottle is this little thing, but I guess I could take it off while I'm working and just put it back on. It's the little stopper. And then this edge and this edge. And the reason why I'm doing that small edge is because I want to create some stability to the pocket, and I'm afraid if I don't do that, it's not going to be very strong. So I'm just going to put it, I'm not putting it right up to the edge because I like to see that double edge. I like to see this edge and then the page edge. So there we go. And then we've got, I've got some decor for the pockets, or for the tags that go in, I believe. Let me see what I was thinking here. I have this, and then, oh, I know what I wanted to do with this. So, sorry, let me back up here. I've got this little piece of coffee dyed eyelet trim that I wanted to put here, and I should be able to still make that happen. It'll be tricky, but I want to put it on. So let's see if, actually I'm going to pull that up and I'll glue it again here in a second. It's not going to hurt anything. I forgot that I wanted to do this, so I'm just going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on the back here and put the fabric part of it on the back like so. And then I need to pull that up a little bit because we want a little bit of a pull there. So I'm going to set this down so that I can glue the front of it easily, semi-easily, like so. Glue. Got so much going on here, guys. I had to pull the journal over. So that's what that's going to look like. I don't want to put it back on right now. Well, I guess I could. Let me just make sure that this is dry and not tacky anymore, because I don't want it to stick to the page. So that should be good. So we're going to go ahead and glue this back on. I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac because it's right here and it's a good hold, and I can adjust if I need to. Just going to put that pocket back on. Like so. And again, leaving a little bit of an edge, like so. I'm going to put something behind that piece of fabric because I want to make sure it doesn't stick to the page. because I'm not very patient. So let me just put this in here for now, just so that it won't stick. So then our tags, I've got this light pink tag and then this one. And I'm thinking I want this one in this, this project. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to put some of this trim on it and a word, and then we're going to be good. So I'm just going to cut that off there. Get my art glitter glue. Do the tricky part. It's not too bad, it's just fiddly. Fiddly is hard when your brain cells are not fully engaged though. I've been sleeping a lot for several days. Okay, there we go. It's hard to get a hold of. I think I want to put it off to this side because there's less pattern on the paper over here. So I'm just going to put that there and hope for the best. Perfect. Worked well. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Vines are not straight, are they? Just want to make sure that that's nice and secure because this is going to go inside the pocket tag. So I want to make sure that that's not going to be affected. I like that. We're just going to put a word on here. So I think these little words are just a little bit too little for me, even for this miniature or smaller journal. So let me see if I can find the bigger words here in my pile. I keep putting them in a variety of places, so good luck finding them, right? Let's see. There they are. How about we just do Grandma's Garden, the whole thing? Cut it in half, but I think we'll put both of them on here just to be different. Grandma's Garden. I'm so excited about this journal. I've had some people show interest, and I love the idea of being able to give things away. I think I want a little bit of lace underneath my words, maybe. Do I? I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it simple. We'll just keep it simple. Just a simple little tag. It's got nice writing space on the back. Not too much bulk on the top to affect that writing, which is something I have to think about when I'm trying to go all out on embellishing. Actually, I'm going to cut this one. Probably a no-no to cut with when you've got glue on your on your paper, and then cut with your scissors. Let me get that off. I'll clean them. I want that word to be shorter, so except I need to ink again. It's time for me to quit for the night. I don't usually film at night. That might be part of my problem here. So I'm just going to put that there, a little bit smaller. And there is our tag. So I love it. I'm not going to put a topper on it or anything. We're just going to let it be. So I'm going to stick that in there. Probably might want to see it, huh? I think we're good to take that out. So that's, you've got a tag inside of a tag, which I think is kind of cool. It's a great way to get extra writing space. And then I think we're going to stick this little journaling card in here as well. Just anywhere, doesn't matter. Just another extra writing space, like so. Perfect. So then let's figure out where we want our other one to go in the journal. So let's see, what do we have? This would be maybe a nice place for it. On the other side of a page, I think that will work. I also had those jewels out. What did I do with my jewels? I had some little little blingy things, but maybe I changed my mind and don't remember putting them back away. That's kind of strange. I thought they were with my stuff here. Interesting. That's okay. We got a lot. Oh, there they are. I think this was supposed to go on that tag. On the tag inside the tag. Take that off. Tag inside the tag. Where'd it go? That's our page wrap that we did in another video. I'm going to do another page wrap that's going to be a paper clip, I hope, in the next video. Okay, where did my tag go? There it is. So I think I had wanted to put this on here. I wanted something there, so we're just going to put that there. Kind of give it a little bit of spice. So let's find where we were going to go here. Do we want it there or farther back? Got lots of pages, guys. So many pages. I think I'll put it here on this side and have it going the other direction. So I'm loving that. Do I want to put anything on the top of this one? I think I do. Maybe a little bit of this. Bit of art glitter glue. And we are done, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, would you just go ahead and hit the like button, and I will see you next time. I will glue this in off camera. You already saw how it worked on the first one, so thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.